For decades, people have speculated about the truth behind world leaders, who really controls them, who pulls the strings. But what if one of the most controversial figures in modern politics isn't just influenced, but possessed? Not by demons, not by deep state operatives, but by something out of this world. Today, we're diving into one of the strangest, most mind-bending theories the internet has to offer. Is Donald Trump actually an alien puppet? Stay with me, this isn't just about orange skin and awkward hand gestures. From bizarre speech patterns that resemble cosmic signal codes to unexplained decisions like the sudden creation of the US Space Force, the clues are scattered everywhere, hidden in plain sight. And then there's the mystery of Melania, the fake Melania sightings, the seemingly robotic behavior, the long absences. What was happening during those times? Could this have been a coordinated operation involving a mothership, an alien skinsuit malfunction, and a rushed body double? It sounds ridiculous, until you start putting the pieces together. Because once you do, the idea that Trump is a puppet, an emissary of something extraterrestrial, might not seem so far-fetched after all. Let's explore the signs, decode the signals, and uncover what might be the weirdest truth of our modern age. Let's start with the most obvious clue, the skin. You've seen it. That glowing, unmistakable orange tone that defies all natural pigmentation. For years, it's been dismissed as bad self-tanner or makeup mishaps. But what if it's something far more suspicious? According to fringe researchers and speculative theorists, this isn't just a cosmetic choice gone wrong, it's a symptom of a failing alien camouflage system. You see, extraterrestrial infiltration isn't like in the movies. These beings don't shapeshift on command or morph seamlessly into humans. They use biosynthetic suits, advanced, skin-like technology meant to blend in with Earth's population. The problem? Our atmosphere isn't fully compatible with their tech. Over time, glitches occur, color distortion, texture shifts, even strange shine or patchiness. Trump's ever-changing complexion, especially when contrasted with the normal coloring of people standing beside him, is possibly a sign that his suit is misfiring, struggling to maintain the illusion. Sometimes, it appears more tanned. Sometimes, almost burnt. And yet, no amount of lighting or makeup explanation fully justifies how it consistently appears off. Could this be a heat-sensitive alien polymer reacting to Earth's inconsistent UV levels? There are even moments caught on camera, flashes of discoloration, uneven blending along the jawline or ears, that some say look eerily similar to flickering holograms or synthetic mask slippage. Is this just bad foundation or a malfunctioning exoskin? And if this is the best they can do, we have to ask, are the aliens getting lazy, or is Earth proving harder to infiltrate than they thought? Now let's talk about something people have debated for years, Trump's unique way of speaking. Some call it rambling. Others say it's calculated chaos. But what if it's neither? What if the strange pacing, the offbeat repetition, the way he jumps from one thought to another like a skipping record aren't mistakes at all, but messages? According to some theorists, Trump's speech patterns bear an eerie resemblance to low-frequency coded signals, the kind picked up in bursts by deep space listening stations like SETI. We're talking about rhythmic pulses, repeated phrases, tonal emphasis that seems random to us, but could actually be intentional signal formatting used by advanced civilizations. Just think about it. Why does he repeat certain words 3 times in a row? Great, great, great. Why the long pauses, the sharp pivots, the fixation on specific phrases like tremendous or many people are saying? Linguistic analysts who've examined patterns in so-called alien transmissions, like the famous wow signal, point out that meaning can be buried in cadence, not just vocabulary. If Trump isn't just talking, but transmitting, then every rally, every tweet, every off-the-cuff remark might be part of a long-term communication with something not of this earth. And the best part? It would explain why his speeches seem to hypnotize supporters and confuse everyone else. What if they're not meant for us at all? What if they are for them? This isn't just conspiracy. This is signal theory, weaponized through public speaking. And once you start listening for the code behind the chaos, you might never hear Trump the same way again. Now, let's talk about one of Trump's most unexpected and frankly, bizarre policy moves, the creation of the US Space Force. In a presidency filled with controversy and chaos, This stood out. It wasn't just unusual, it was almost surreal. Out of nowhere, a sitting US president declared the need for a sixth branch of the military, focused entirely on outer space. Not cyber defense. Not advanced aviation. No, space. The mainstream narrative was national defense, satellites, and staying ahead of China and Russia. But let's be honest, it felt off. The urgency. The weird branding. The way Trump spoke about it as if he knew something we didn't. Here's where the theory takes a turn. What if Space Force wasn't created to defend against threats from space, but to coordinate with them? Think about it. If Trump was, or is, some sort of alien puppet, the creation of a publicly funded and government-validated Space Force could serve a dual purpose. Outwardly, it looks like defense. But behind the scenes, it could be a cover operation for interstellar diplomacy. Or worse, compliance. You've got classified budgets, aerospace contracts, military-grade launches, all under the umbrella of defense, but what if some of those rockets aren't going up to protect us, they're going up to report in? It would also explain his odd fascination with Mars, space mining, and even the vague way he'd talk about things you wouldn't believe happening in space. Because maybe he did know something unbelievable and Space Force was his way of maintaining contact with the ones giving him orders. It sounds crazy. But then again, so did the idea of a Space Force before it actually existed. And now we arrive at one of the most talked about, meme-fueled mysteries of the Trump era, fake Melania. You've seen the footage, photos where Melania looks different. The chin's off. The smile's strange. The body language is robotic. And the internet did what it does best, it noticed. Theories exploded overnight. Some called her a stand-in, others said she just looked weird. But what if the real explanation goes far deeper? According to some of the more out there but eerily consistent conspiracy theorists, those were not just body doubles hired for security reasons. They were synthetic replacements used during periods when the real Melania was undergoing reptilian synchronization aboard an alien vessel. Sounds wild? Stick with it. If Trump himself is a puppet or biological host controlled by extraterrestrial forces, then his closest partner on Earth would either have to be fully informed or fully integrated. That's where the Melania clone theory comes in. During key public absences, times where she seemed to vanish from the spotlight, refuse to attend events, or be replaced by a noticeably different version, she may have been in orbit, receiving biological upgrades, neurological reprogramming, or full synchronization with alien entities. The replacement we saw? Not an actress. Not a stand-in. But a biofabricated humanoid, designed to appear human enough to fool the general public, though never quite perfect. The eyes don't track naturally. The smile is forced. And the interaction with Trump himself often seems off-script. It's as if the two aren't interacting emotionally, but following protocol like two AI avatars completing a simulation. Or worse, like one puppet awaiting the commands of its handler. The real Melania? She always returns eventually. But by then, something feels different. Colder. Sharper. More distant. That's not just fashion or media pressure. According to this theory, it's because she's no longer fully human. So, is Donald Trump really just a former president with a flair for the dramatic? Or is he the front-facing vessel of something much more cosmic? From the suspicious skin tone that screams camouflage failure, to speech patterns that might be alien signal codes, to the sudden creation of Space Force, and the eerie behavior of a possibly cloned First Lady, there's a strange, undeniable thread weaving it all together. Maybe these aren't isolated oddities. Maybe they're clues. Signs of a hidden agenda playing out right in front of us, disguised as politics, but rooted in something interplanetary. Because if the puppet strings really do stretch beyond Earth's atmosphere, we have to ask, who's really running the show? And more importantly, what do they want? Stay curious, question everything, and don't forget to look up.